Boom. I have no clue how this is going to work out. Thanks for joining, people, whoever is here. This is the first live stream on the channel, and I'm just gonna see how it works out from technical perspective while talking to you guys, and just gonna explore if can be the next thing we can do on this channel. Just trying to also keep things interesting. If you have any questions, if you feel there is some sort of lag or anything, just put a chat down below or on the side so I can see and I can get back to you on that. I'm keeping an eye on the chat as well. So this is going to be a bit confused setting for me to jump around and do things with shortcuts and everything. But anyway, this is the first time. No high expectations, high hopes though, but low expectations. Just gonna go around, do stuff, and as you can already read in the title of this video, that this camera might die soon because of overheating. So we will be live till the camera works, and if it stops in between, we're gonna close the stream, or if I get a call for dinner, I'll just jump out. So if you're able to listen to this properly, if the video is okay in quality and not jittery or not lagging, just put a chat that you are able to see it properly, so that will kind of reinforce the energy in this live stream. I don't know if you guys have already seen a bunch of videos which we are making these days. They are more into like exploring topics. They are a bit technical sometimes in terms of innovation. We talk about some of the latest technology trends and all those things. So that has been very interesting for me, because over the time the channel's the way of making videos and the way we explore the topics has been changing. But before we go into that direction, before we talk about that, let's just jump into today's blog by Seth Godin. I don't know if you guys know him. I have mentioned him in bunch of podcasts of mine, and the guy is amazing. Especially the book This Is Marketing was one of the amazing books I've read by the guy. Right now I'm reading the latest book of his, which is called as Practice, and he has a blog, a daily blog for last more than 11-12 years, I suppose, where he writes about stuff every day. So I'm just gonna jump to that screen, and we are going to quickly see what is today's blog by him, because it's very interesting, and that's why I was like thought about sharing it with you guys. So today's blog post by him is the plan for day 100. I'm gonna quickly read it. What do you want to be doing 100 days from now? What change do you seek to be making, with which skills, surrounded by which people? For that to happen, day 99 will need to be different from today, and so will day 98. In fact, so will tomorrow. If we keep focusing on what's next, we might never get around to doing the work we need to do to get us to day 100. P.S. Happy day 100 2021. Happy day 100 2021 to you guys as well. So this was a very beautiful thought, right? About looking at next 100 days as a project, especially like, let's say if we were a startup, or if we were a product team in a big brand, we always have like all the things scheduled, right? Q1, Q2, month-wise, weekly, week 11, week 12, like everything is so organized, and we have a plan for each week, and we do things accordingly. And then you have group meetings, you have a bunch of things happening, but somehow those things are always planned pretty well, especially for next 3 months. And when it comes to our creative projects like YouTube, or making videos, writing blogs, or anything, we don't have a plan. Like, of course, there are YouTubers, there are creators out there who have like solid plans, especially the ones which are kind of big. That's how I look at them. I'm not sure if that's the case, but for me, it's not the case for sure. Like, the whole thing is not super planned. It's always going with the flow. It's not at all disciplined. I want to work on it, but somehow it gets tough. But the plan of for 100 days or day 100, like you plan something for the 100th day, and you prepare it, and you do stuff for all the 99 days, so you reach that goal or that whatever vision you had, is very interesting. Still, we need to structure it a bit more in order to understand how to get it done. And also, in order to execute those things, we do need some structured way. But this is a beautiful thing. And with this, I want to jump into something different, a blog series or a article series which I've been building up lately. And there, actually, for the next journal or next post, I was writing about a similar, let's say, a concept, which was last 365 days method. I'm going to read it through. I'm going to explain it to you. But if you happen to be live right now, please let me know. if you are able to listen to it or if you are able to see it properly or no. So always, for example, whenever we are doing something, especially at the end of the year, we start calculating or we start talking about how the year is going to, how the year was and what you learned through it, what all things went down, and then you kind of plan the next year. So basically at the beginning of year, like January's first week, you are planning the next things to do and what all things you would like to get done in that particular year. And that's how it has been for ages. Like every year, every time the year ends, we are always like, okay, what are my resolutions and what are the things I want to get done in next year. And the energy level, the motivation, the inspiration, super high at the beginning of the year. But then as we go ahead, it kind of gets a bit tough to keep at it. And then I realized, like, I actually wrote a thing about it, that 365 days are, first of all, too many to retrospect and do things about and take action on. You can, of course, do highlight kind of a situation, but they are just too many. 365 is too much, man. So then while I was doing that, I realized, not actually while doing that, actually I was on my YouTube studio, which is like a dashboard for creators, and I was looking at my stats. And usually in the stats, or even in any dashboard of any particular software, whenever there is something to be shown in terms of timeline, you always have this, what happened in last 365 days, or what happened in last 28 days. And that particular bit of last 365 days was amazing. I see a couple of people are live here. I see Nikunj waving. I see my I here, actually she's sitting right there and she's putting comments from there, and my beloved wife is sitting right behind editing a video. The room has turned into a creative hub right now. Coming back to the topic, so last 365 days was amazing concept of evaluating the data for any of the things we do for last 365 days. And then I was like, why can't we bring that same thing in the setting of our life? Instead of kind of evaluating things at the end of the year, why can't we just treat every day as the end of the year and treat the next day as a new day, and then evaluate last 365 days? Then again, last 365 days becomes too big. But then that concept of always understanding what happened in last time period, recent time period, instead of the year, calendar year, is very interesting. And that's why I was writing this particular blog, or let's say a journal, which I post. Till now it was a kind of anonymous, but here I was writing last 365 days method. Wow, it's a method now. While I was going through the analytics of my YouTube channel, this idea just hit me. Last 365 days. We have had a discussion already on a similar topic at the beginning of this year, where we explored why 365 days are too many to retrospect about or to plan ahead, especially at the end of the year. We often retrospect or introspect about our lives at the end of the year, of an year. With this fast changing world, I feel it's not justifiable. Our lives are changing extremely fast, and the traditional rhythms of life are practically blurring. What I mean by that, the kind of the schedules or the routines or the plans or the kind of lifestyle people were having, especially when you go to creative lifestyle, it just changes, because the calendar years are not the years we define. The March ending is not for you, of course, for taxing and everything, you have to take care of that. But then the kind of rhythm is different. So for our changing lives, for that changing life rhythm, that means every year, month, even a week is extremely different. So instead of retrospecting towards the end of the year, we can simply look at our life for last 365 days or last 28 days. This one is much more interesting. I'm gonna put it, highlight it. Let's this one's very interesting. Last 28 days. I think I'll write one more post about last 28 days or last 7 days, where I want to really boil down a structure where we have some sort of guideline to understand what happened in last 7 days and what can we do about it in next 7 days. And that will be very helpful, I suppose. Not sure, just a brain idea or jam I'm having here. Concluding the article, I think this shift in mindset will help us immensely, because that makes every day important to make impactful decisions and choices instead of just first few fresh days of the new year. That's a long sentence there. Actually, I was struggling with nailing down this particular sentence, because that makes every day important to make impactful decisions, because that makes every day important to make impactful to to take impactful decisions? No, that's because that makes every day important to make impact. That okay, I think this is fine. This is fine. What we do, the article is nearly ready. So the next thing I always do is put an image, because this is being hosted on Medium, and that's why we'll need an image. Let's go to pexels.com. Pexels.com is a free stock photo video website which I always use. So whatever stock images or whatever stock footages you see in my video are sometimes, or most of 98% of times, are coming from Pexels. So what is our article? Last 365 days method. So something about looking back might justify. Let's see. Looking back. Boom. If you're live, if you're listening to this, are you able to listen to any track while I'm talking? Because I have put it up in the streaming software. Everything is new, guys. So I don't know how it works out. Boom, boom, boom. Looking back. Nah, these are very cliched images. No. Some of these images are really good, especially on Pexels. I always like it. Let's go back to the article. Last 365 days method. While I was going through that on my YouTube channel. Last 365 days. Last 365 days method. Let's try to put 365. If there is number image there, that might be interesting to see. 360. Nah. No. Planning. I don't know. Something related to planning. That might be interesting. Can this guy in this first image be considered as one looking back at his life in a way? Anyway, it's very experimental. I think this might be interesting. So what we do, we copy. No, we just download the image. Free download. And I need this text because cancel copy. That is very important. I forgot to. Oh man, this is speed test coming in between. I was testing the speed while I was setting up this stream. Let's copy this image. The thing is, I always use Google Chrome, but Google Chrome uses a lot of RAM space. So while streaming, I switched to Safari, and I'm not so comfortable with that. It's not happening. Can we pull this image and go microphone, I'm sorry, I don't know. Yeah, okay, why can't we just okay, let's click on this. No, I don't want to zoom. Okay, copy image. Okay, come here, Control V. Can't paste. Copy image. No, let's just download. Free download. Hate this. If you're live, stay with me. We are trying to finish one small article here. If you just join, okay, allow. Download is happening. Okay, that restores faith. You just, for a while, you saw all the things on my desktop. That's, I don't know what to do about that. Boom. Okay, here. Oh, I can drag and drop like that. Feels surreal. Here we go. Boom. Something went wrong uploading this image. Please try again. Okay, let's try again. Downloads. Boom. Why? Why are you doing this to me? Downloading one more time. Yeah. For the people who just joined, we are trying to finish one article. We initially talked about the plan for day 100. That's like, say, the goal in today's blog, where today is like the day 100 of the year. And then I was discussing with you guys like last 365 days method, which I was just writing about a few days ago, couple of days ago. Oh, actually yesterday. Just wanted to finish that and just finishing that article now. Okay, this is not happening. Let me. Okay, I'm gonna switch to my face for a second and finish dropping the image in place. So boom, and we are back. Yeah. And then credits are very, very important. You saw me copying that. I'm gonna credit it because even if these are like stock images, it's very important to give credits because they are kind of defining. They're not defining, actually. That's the noble thing to do, because we used the work done by this guy from this particular page, startup stock photos. Thank you, startup stock photos, for giving us this beautiful image which we can tag. Cool. Last 65 days method. The article is ready. What we're gonna do, we're gonna post it, publish. Boom. What tag can we do? Put it here. Productivity. We have just limits of like 5 tags on Medium. What else? Productivity, planning. I don't know. That sounds good. Blog, daily blog, because that is also one thing. Productivity, planning, daily blog, anything else. 365 days. 365. Do we have anything on 365? No, that's not the kind of thing people tag. Journaling. And then maybe creative process. Cool. Publish now. Boom. The article has been published. Super. Amazing. Because you are live here, you can simply go and read about this article if you search Project Thought on Medium, and then you will be able to see all these amazing articles. And actually there are many. I've written many articles. Still this project hasn't gone public yet from my end. It's public technically. I haven't talked about it much anywhere because my idea is to finish like at least 50 posts. Once that's done, I'm gonna share it everywhere. But right now, if you wanna get like an exclusive, let's say, interaction with this particular project, I am sending these mini articles in terms of inbox emails to you guys, along with other stuff which I share with you guys. For example, the stuff which I do at the Fun Indian Guy or Daily Spot, all those projects which I'm building, I kind of share them or talk about it before it comes out in form of a small email series. So if you want to join that, the link is right now also in the description below. And once you are in that, you will get to actually see these articles, some of the articles exclusively before everybody does. So yeah, you can subscribe to that particular newsletter series down below in the description. Awesome. So yeah, so Seth Godin is a wonderful person. I follow his blog, writes amazing things. If you are new to it, I would say just go to seth.blog, and there you will have his everyday work. He has been doing it for ages now. How many blogs he has written? Let's just search Google. Boom, 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 boom. How many blogs has Seth Godin written? This is post 7,000. Oh man, that was 2017. He's writing it every day. 17, 18, 19, 21, 20. Let's say more than 8,000. That might be a fair thing to say, I guess. Yeah. Cool. So yeah, I don't know. Sarvesh Navgare says hello there. Thanks for joining. Amazing to have you here. This is our first stream experience. I'm trying to make sense of it. Actually, the plan is to create a live show about on the channel. It's actually gonna be continuation of what we have been building, because I don't want to like, what do you call it? Let me just go to my channel first. Your channel, cool. I don't want to announce it, because sometimes it's not a good idea to announce things and then not deliver. So I'm not gonna do that. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna show you is like the recent videos which you can see here. Since the video actually of the meme, one more meme, the Apple video which we did 4 months ago, it was kind of the technology news. It dropped right away. I quickly made a video. We went live and the video was up. And then I had a small break. Then we jumped again. The 20 people, 20 learnings. This is like a yearly video which I do, which is called hashtag 2020 taught me, and there I collaborate with you guys and we make a video together at the beginning of the year. Then from here you can see that all these videos till now are kind of on the same line. So we have 5 Clubhouse learnings which changed my game. This was a video which I made about Clubhouse. Then we had a technology innovation drop by Netflix, which was Netflix Fast Laughs. And the moment I saw that, I covered it quickly and made this video. Then NFTs were popping up. So even I wanted to go and explore the topic of NFTs. So this is that video where we went ahead and kind of explored the NFT topic. And this particular style of videos is what I want to bring to the live session. So after this video, we made video about flying vaccines, about COVID vaccines dropping from sky in Africa. Amazing case study, which is happening right now. Amazing technology innovation stuff. Then we went into basic logic behind NFTs, which are basically a supercut from this video. Then art saving the world, about charity and NFTs and digital art coming together to make amazing impact. We talked about that. Then we jumped into Dope AR is Here video by Facebook about augmented reality and some of the technology things which they are doing. And then we have Kids of the Future. It's like kind of a video about the augmented reality and how kids of the future might interact with it and how the world of these guys will look like, how the generations to come will interact with the digital world. Is the small brain jam which we explored in that particular video. And then right now we stream. So the idea was, why can we bring those exploration videos on live stream? And that's why I wanted to explore that topic, and that's why I wanted to put together the streaming setup. But streaming is not super clean and easy thing to do. You have a bunch of things rolling technology wise, software wise. So I'm learning, and that's why this first stream is just to test how things roll, how things look, and that's why we are doing this right now. So basically, yeah, like how you can see the microphone here. And you just saw that the frame changed, so that those are the minute things I have to learn and get into habit of, so I can quickly act on it. So if we have microphone here which is giving us amazing good quality audio, let me know if you're able to hear it in a good quality in the chat box right now, so I understand if it's working or no. As I said, this is a test stream. Then we have Zoom H6 audio interface, which is actually taking the signal from this microphone and pulling it out, like kind of amplifying it, and through the line out, the thing is going to my camera, which is front of me, which is Sony Alpha 6300, which I bought back in 2017 or 18 I suppose, 3 years ago, running amazingly perfect till now. So we have that, and then we have this connection for charging thing, which is like a crucial thing, because things kind of get like the cameras overheat a lot in the live setup. So that's I'm trying to figure out. That's the main concern right now. And then we have the camera's signal going through Camlink 4K, which is plugged into OBS, which is the software which I'm using, which lets me do these things like changing the screens and all those things. Thank you guys who are replying right now. I can see that Shubham is saying that yes, the audio is good. Shubham, can you also tell me if you're able to listen to an audio track while I speak, like in a minute sense, because I'm not able to listen to it. Just let me know. I'm not able to listen to it because I'm running it through the software. So you guys are able to listen to it. So just let me know quickly if you guys are able to listen to that audio track while you listen to me on this particular thing. You can't hear the audio track? Okay, just got live input from Prachi, who is editing. Okay, I'll fix it in the next one. Awesome. Okay, Shubham is also saying no. Let me quickly see why you guys are not able to listen to it. Background track. Let me know if it comes in now. It might pop in now. Tell me if it's too loud, so I understand if it works or no. I'll wait for Sarvesh and Shubham again to get back to me. Prachi also, if you are able to listen to it now, let me know. It should change. We can. Super. Amazing. We fixed it. Thank you, Sarvesh. Thank you, Shubham. Guys are amazing. I think, yeah, this is like a beginning of the live thing, and I like this exact interaction which we have. And Prachi is replying now saying no. You can't? I don't know. All right. Prachi is not able to listen to it. No, it's not too loud. Okay, then the audio seems to be the problem, like the level. Let me pull it up. Here. Is it audible now? Let me know. Is it also disturbing? That is also very important. It shouldn't disturb, right? Because we are talking, we are exploring things, and it shouldn't be like boom, 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 boom. Beatboxing. Can do that online. Crazy. So this is wonderful. 6 people are watching it. This is the first live. 6 people are in the room. So Clubhouse is one of the apps where you do live drop-in things, and I shifted my podcast there. So it becomes like I'm doing the podcast live with the real people in the room, digitally connected. So that way I feel that there are people listening. And just like that, this live, which we are having right now, it's also like creating a video in front of you guys, and that feels amazing. So thanks for joining, guys. That is super cool. For the people who are here, there are a couple of things which are interesting to see. So basically, to make it clear, all the technology videos I usually start from The Verge. The Verge is amazing piece of resource where we can see stuff, and that's actually where I start seeing news. And once I know what is happening around the world, then I go deeper in that particular topic, start exploring it, make notes, create open bunch of windows which make sense, and then I try to make sense while telling the story to you guys. That's like the service design aspect of it. So you see something happening, then you ask questions like what is the next thing where we can use this particular technology, or how this technology came in the first place, who are the guys behind this technology, and all those things. Start asking those questions, the natural questions which come to your head. Start opening the windows, right? So for example, if we see something related to something interesting, give me something interesting. As today is Saturday, you don't see a lot of amazing posts coming because usually these companies are not so active weekends. Antitrust, no. Communication, that's inside. Side effects, no. Gaming, hospital. This is the news about warehouse, Amazon, Apple, big someone creating shows to promote TV Plus. Okay, so something like this, right? This is a nice news. So it says you see Apple's big podcasting move in creating shows to promote TV Plus. Then I open the post and I kind of read about it for a second, and then I just realized that you're not able to see the screen. Yeah, these are the things in live stream which I have to take care of. Sorry for that. You were not able to see the website I was on. I was on my main camera setup. Sorry for that. So Apple's big podcasting move is creating shows to promote TV Plus. So this is interesting news. What I'll do is then I'll read quickly the thing. Here are some of the highlights which they have already created. Apple's original podcast endeavors serve as marketing for its other revenue-making business. So they are talking about podcast helping them make revenues on other platforms and bringing the customers or bringing the audiences to different things. Getting podcast listeners to subscribe to TV Plus could give Apple a user boost. So now they are directly using their podcasting platform to boost their other product, which is Apple TV. So getting subscribers for them. So this is the crudest way I'm performing it right now in front of you. But my natural flow will be reading this article quickly and then understanding. So here we have one more link, which is this: Apple premiered a new investigation notification. So I'll click on that and see what's happening. We'll go to that one. And that's how I'll first understand what's happening on that particular piece of information, or the technology, or the service, or the product. Then I'll open a bunch of things which are supporting that and understand the topic for myself first to understand what is actually happening. Once I know that, once I kind of have understanding about what's happening, then I'll try to form a logical progression of delivering it to you guys. For example, in this particular video, which was about NFT, this one, how artists like people sell art for millions, 7 March 2021, when NFT topic was booming, my first thought progression was to understand what is NFT. So we went into that. I read a couple of articles. I explained you where to read more about it. I actually also saw a YouTube video by Colin and Samir, amazing channel, about exploring the similar topic or exploring the exact same topic. Once I went through that, once I understood that, I then went into where people sell and buy NFTs. And then I went into different marketplaces, understand different famous artists. Then Beeple was one of the artists which was booming, so I understood how he does stuff, how he's selling his digital art. And after understanding that, I saw his website, how cool that was and how amazingly he was putting up stuff. And then we went on exploring further. And that's how I put it in the video, so I could take you guys on the hunt with me. So we do this process together, and we start from what is NFT to how people are making money. And that is kind of the progression which I'm trying to build. I'm trying to practice it more and more so we get a bit better at it, because right now is the beginning, so we don't have structure to it. But once we do it more, we'll kind of get to a nice structure which we can experiment on top of, but that structure will help us to also navigate through that particular video. And while we were doing this, as I was actually discussing with you guys, I thought about bringing this whole thing live in a live format. So now we might call this show as a live dive. Let me know what do you think about the name of the show. A show where we go on a hunt of exploring new technologies, new innovation stuff, new creative stuff, new stuff to as inspiration to create things, and not only technology wise but art wise. So all those things we will go into a dive inside internet, or inside the internet, I don't know. So we'll take a dive and explore that topic together while being live. And that's what I want to build. Let me know what you think, and do you think Live Dive can be a nice name for that particular series in the chat box right now? That will be amazing, because I love naming things. Okay, I really love naming things. For example, the Fun Indian Guy, the name was actually was a discussion with a friend back in the day. I think let's save it for some other day. I've never talked about the whole story behind the naming and all those fun things. So let's do that. But another thing which I have is, let's go to pod link. So I love naming things. So we have the Fun Indian Guy, we have the Funning, and then we have Daily-ish Pod, where we are actually going now. So we had the Fun Indian Guy podcast before, and then we thought of naming it Daily-ish Pod, because my goal was to go daily, which never happened. It never happens, and I'm pretty sure it will never happen. And that's why I was like, let's name it Daily-ish, so that way we are like daily but not really. So that's the name. I love the name game. So we have Daily-ish Pod, where we have a bunch of amazing podcasts. So if you guys are new to it, just go and explore them. The recent one is this one, #084, the 84th podcast, which about becoming a pro side projector. It's very interesting. I did it with my friend MJ from South Korea. She's a wonderful person, amazing designer, amazing creative. We did it with her. So go and listen to these things. These are nice resources, I would say. And it's been a long project actually. Started back in 2018, the podcast, and still going on. The goal is to hit 100 super soon. So I need to again get back to it and try to nail it down. As you see, the last one was 16th March. Daily-ish doesn't mean daily, but it should at least be weekly. Then that name makes sense. Right now, it's been more than 3 weeks. So I need to get back and drop some episodes for you guys. Actually, 2 of them are actually in the pipeline right now. So just have to edit them. So these are amazing couple of topics. Shubham, thank you, man, for liking the name Live Dive. Do you listen to the podcast if you're there? The people who are listening or are live right now, do you listen to the podcast? Do you know that there is a podcast by the Fun Indian Guy called Daily-ish Pod that exists right now on the planet, where we talk about creativity, design, innovation, and lifestyle? Let me know what do you think. And with that, what should we do now? Let me check the time. It's 9:33. Might have to jump and go for dinner. Just wanna test one more thing. I'm gonna take a super minute water break. Water is right here, but also wanna test the transition. So I'm just gonna jump and do a small water break. You'll have a different transition running on the screen. and let me know what do you think, and also tell me if the audio track was audible in that particular one. So let's go and do the water transition right. Boom, we are back. Were you able to listen to the track? Did you see the transition properly? Let me know quickly in the chat box if you're live. We're testing things, as this is the first stream. We are testing things. I'm looking forward to listening or looking at your chat, so I understand if the transition was good or bad, or if the audio track was audible. I'm gonna wait for chat to appear. Shubham has been a wonderful person today. He has been super duper helpful. So thanks, man, for constantly being there and affirming and letting us know. Vikrant is saying audio volume can be increased in transition. Let me fix that right away. Thank you so much, Vikrant. Shubham, can you tell us a little bit more about you? That will be amazing to know, because you have been a great support. We can give you a small shout out. Can you just describe who is Shubham and what do you do for all the people here? Till you say that, I'm gonna work on Vikrant's comment and quickly change the audio thingy. Boom. Done. I think we fixed it. Thank you, Ai. Ai is also, I think she was sitting here, but I think she went to the other room. I think she's looking at this live. That is nice. So I think basically 2 people who are live right now basically are in the same house. Interesting. With that, okay, Shubham's introduction is here. I am from Beed in Maharashtra, and he is a programmer. Nice. Beed is a place in Maharashtra, in India, for the international people. Shubham, what do you like to do? Tell us a bunch of things which you enjoy doing. Your hobbies or your passion projects or your side projects. That will be very interesting to know. Side projects are very interesting, right? You start them on side, and we actually, as I said, we explored it with MJ in the podcast, and then they become important, and they can potentially change your career path. For example, started YouTube channel as a side project back in 2017. We're gonna have 4-year anniversary in May this year. Crazy stuff. It's been 4 years I'm doing this, and I started it as a side project, built it, and while I did that process, I started opening up a lot of opportunities for myself. To name couple, got my internship at Porsche because of that. Worked with Porsche, created amazing videos for them in doing about innovation. Wrote my master thesis about using videos for innovation, and so videos and services and for innovation. And that's how a side project, video making, created so much impact in my life. Then podcast, which was another side project, which we again have on the screen. So for the people who don't know, just gonna reinforce that message. So the podcast was also a side project. I started building it, and through the podcast I met some amazing people and also had some amazing discussions with the people I knew. And because of that, I kind of created this small reputation about podcast and podcasting and doing stuff, because my podcasts were video podcasts earlier, strictly video podcasts before the pandemic kind of went solo in some of the aspects, which was amazing, like video and audio. And because of the video format, one of my professors, which I actually interviewed in Milan, Valentina, she saw that there was this amazing possibility of creating this video kind of a thing with Milan Design Week later. So she recommended me to Milan Design Week. I ended up creating a design show for Milan Design Week last year, 2020. So that was a side project of creating podcasts. Ended up giving me an opportunity to create a design show for Milan Design, one of the biggest design events in the world. So yeah, it's amazing. Like you like to do these things, you build them, and later they turn out to be super duper. I wouldn't say big, but they open new doors. With the doors you might not had idea about. So I would say always keep building the projects you like, keep building them on site. Don't go full on in that. Just keep them on site, and as you compile them, we might end up having amazing impactful things, amazing projects coming your way. All those things will unlock, and in order to unlock them, you'll have to build things, right? So today, if I go out and say I make podcasts, I can show I have 85 podcast episodes made in the last 3 years, and that gives you then the credibility. So at the beginning, you might not have credibility, but by adding the numbers of doing things again and again, then you create the credibility, right? Same thing for the Fun Indian Guy. We have about 3.2k subscribers. We don't have amazing views on every video, but that's fine. What has happened, because of creating videos for so long, we have kind of generated this credibility of that and the ability to do these things. So that is very interesting. So Shubham, I still haven't heard from you. What are your hobbies? What are some of the side projects you want to build or you are building? That will be interesting to know. I'm working on some projects using Flutter. What is Flutter? I don't know what is Flutter. Let me check. What is Flutter? Flutter, beautiful native apps in record time. Also, are you creating apps using Flutter? Google's UI toolkit. What do you think about Flutter framework? Yeah, actually Flutter is a new thing for me. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna open it. Internet is acting a little bit weird, but I think we will open it super soon. Once I know what is Flutter, I can talk about it in much better sense. Right now, I'm guessing it's kind of a place where you create apps using Google's UI, and that's interesting. Let's just wait for it to design beautiful apps. Flutter is Google's UI toolkit for building a beautiful natively compiled application for mobile web desktop from a single code base. Interesting. Try Flutter in your browser. Okay. So basically, you are writing the code and then you are using UI, let's say guidelines from Google UI toolkit, and then you're able to create apps in a much more cleaner way. The thing is, I come from UI or UX side or service design side, or how to use apps as a product and digital product. I'm not so strong on the development side of it, so I'm not very good at the coding side of it. So that will be interesting to know from you. How long have you been doing it? Do you have any small project which we can see? It's okay. It doesn't have to be amazing, but it will be amazing to just see it, because we always start from the base and just want to see what kind of things you want to do and what kind of things you would like to build. I'll wait for Shubham's reply. Till that, I'll go to Vikrant. Vikrant is saying a jingle at the beginning of podcast will give it a good segue start. About jingles, we had an amazing one before, which I used to use a lot, and let me just try to see if we can have it here. But again, you might not be able to listen to it because the audio is not connected. One of the shortcomings of this live setup. I will try to fix it soon. But yeah, we had a jingle. Amazing jingle created by a wonderful friend of mine, Anuj, who is also my bandmate since 2012. And we created amazing jingle, which actually also on the same notes or same melody of the Fun Indian Guy's video introduction, which used to be there. Right now, we don't use it often. But yeah, we have it. But I think, yeah, we should reintroduce that. That's interesting. We have Rohan saying, hello. Hi, Rohan. Thank you for joining. We are just testing the live setup. This is the first time we are doing things. Then we have Shubham saying, I am 4th year engineering. Interesting. So you are you in IT or what are you doing? Are you in IT or computer science? I think app design is amazing. Creating the apps is wonderful thing you could explore right now as we go ahead. No code community or no code movement is also kind of picking up. So that is very interesting to see. Nonetheless, why we use an app, what kind of things that app does in particular person's life is much more important. So you focus on that first and then start building on top of it. Again, you will need technical skills to build a good app. I'm looking here because I'm reading at the chat. So I'm kind of talking to Shubham right now. So, yes, exactly. What problem you are trying to solve, that is very important. Once you know that, how can we solve it, is the next question we should ask. And once we know, okay, these are some of the things which we can do to solve that particular problem, then we go on problem solving, then we go on building things. So go from that perspective. Even if you are a coder, even if you are a developer, always think about solving a problem first and then trying to solve it with the skills that you have. Do not go for like, I know how to code this, that's how I'm going to make this, and then see if people are going to like it or no. Don't go that way. Always go like, this is the problem we want to solve, this is how we can solve it, the logic behind it, which is much more easier for the user or the stakeholders, and then build. That is interesting way. Not interesting, that is going to be more meaningful way of solving things. Going back to the chat. Big projects, but I'm trying to create some small projects. Give us some examples of small projects. I'm sorry, it's like an interview with Shubham, but I'm just curious to know what are the things you're building. Computer science, interesting. Awesome. I think I'm just going to wait for Shubham to say what kind of projects he likes to build or what kind of problems you want to solve in this world. And we can conclude today's live session. It has been running nicely. The camera did not overheat. And then I'm going to ask you, for the people who are here, some of the very important questions. What is your take on live streams? Do you watch any live streams? I asked it on my Instagram before. If you don't know the Fun Indian Instagram, just go there and follow so you get to be in interaction, because I take the voting and polls and all those things. What do you think about live stream? If you have been watching videos on the Fun Indian Guy channel, do you think live stream is going to be one of the amazing ways to interact? Is the quality of footage you are seeing on the screen and the audio quality, is it good? Is it understandable, or is it too laggy, or too, let's say, is it buffering, or is it like clipping in between? Just let me know, because I don't want that experience part to get destroyed. Because if that's the case, then I can just shoot it here and send it across. So if you are live right now, if you're listening to it, just let me know in the chat box, what do you think on these terms? Do you think live will be an amazing thing to have on the Fun Indian Guy channel? And if you're watching this right now after the live on the channel, just put the things in comments down below, because that will be very, very important and helpful for me to build, because I like to build with people instead of just me doing stuff at my end like that I'll be doing anyway. But it will be very interesting to see what you think. Vikrant says your quality is consistently good, though I joined late. Thank you, Vikrant. I mean, I hope you mean from technical perspective, the quality is good. If it is, then I'm very, very happy. No problem if you join late. This was a very surprise stream. Next time I'll do a live stream. I try to set up an event before, so you get to see that we're gonna come live and have a live dive with people, and we will have some topic to explore. So we go into that topic all together and amazingly have conversations and have some fun bits in between. Like I want to also design this show in some sense, so it becomes like because I personally like to be on stage and do things with people. Somehow I don't get to do that often. Somehow nobody is getting to do that right now because of the global situation. At some point we'll come down and do stuff like that. Will be amazing. So I like the live chemistry. I like to interact with people from stage with like a microphone in my hand. That's one of the things why I wanted this microphone. Otherwise I had a decent microphone also on my camera, but having this one gives me feeling that I'm doing stuff with people. It's like kind of performing. So performing is one thing I really love. But there is also a disconnect. I'm not sure if I bring the same energy which I usually have on the stage in the video. So I'm personally working on that. But yeah, that's why I just want to do live and see if we are able to generate some sort of value for each other. Vikrant says, I do watch live streams because everything is spontaneous and has its natural flow. I definitely agree. Yeah, I like the natural part of it. I just want to structure it a bit from my end, so I can get you guys on a better journey instead of just randomly going through things. Because with live stream with gamers, they are doing the gameplay, so you have interesting things happening on the screen, the things are moving, so you are always engaged with it. They are talking about the gameplay and it's just fun to see. It's just fun to see people play. But when we have live stream in this setting where we are doing like a intellectual kind of a bit, where we are doing thinking bit, where we are talking about like Seth Godin's blog, which we did today for Vikrant, just to wind up, we talked about this vlog, then we talked about a post. Actually I wrote the post today online and posted it in front of you guys, so that was interesting. So these things are not as engaging as the gameplay, because in gameplay like multiple things are happening and you're very excited. So I just want to figure that out, how we can have that similar excitement with this particular setup. But yeah, we will figure it out as we go ahead. But thank you for your amazing inputs. It's very helpful. Rohan says live quality is very good. Thanks, man. Means super duper a lot. Yeah, as I said, I also explained you the setup, and just we have the good camera, good audio setting, and the internet is the only tricky part, apart from camera being overheated. Overheated, right? Vikrant says, and the best curious part is it takes a lot of effort to set up a live stream, but it seems effortless. Yes, it does. Like doing all these things, they're crazy, and it's just fun to do it for the first time. I hope as we go ahead, it gets more natural. And with that, guys, I think let's close this one. If you want to add anything, just put it in the chat box or put it in the comments. And if you have suggestions for me to do things, to cover things, to explore things with you guys, or to learn more, if you want to ask something and you want my point of view or perspective on it, just let me know, guys, or just drop me an inbox in my Instagram, and I'll work on it. If it matches with something cool, or if what you say brings out an amazing idea in my head which we can execute on this channel, we'll drop it down, because idea is always good and we can co-create that. That's the best part. So let me know that, and we work on that. For the people who are sticking around, thank you so much once again. We have these mini series which you see right now on the screen, where I write like mini articles these days. I've been practicing it for a while. I send them exclusively to the people who are on the list, on the Fun Indian Guy newsletter list. And if you want to join that and get these mini articles before everybody in your inbox, like mini valuable things to explore or to think about, especially on design, creativity, innovation, lifestyle, you have the link right in the description where you can join that particular list and get these mini inbox emails. Nothing messy, I promise. I work on that. I don't want to create a poor experience for you guys, so it's going to be super small bite-sized information, and if you get bored at any point, you can unsubscribe. No hard feelings. With that, guys, I guess thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for staying till the end. Thank you so much for joining this first ever live on the channel. Actually, this is not the first ever live. Actually, I went live from the channel on my wedding day. The whole wedding was live from this YouTube channel. Unfortunately not public, or fortunately not public, it was private. But that was not like a live thing where I'm just jumping around doing things. It was just mobile phone streaming live the wedding. But come to the first ever live on the Fun Indian Guy. Thank you for joining that. You are going to be the first amazing people to be here, especially Shubham, Rohan, Vikrant, I as in my Prachi, all these people who joined. Thank you so much, means super duper a lot. Did I miss any name? Sarvesh, who was part of it, Yogi Tamasi, or my cousin, super cool. Thank you for your support. Shubham says, do you have Discord? I don't. I have a Slack channel which works similarly at Discord, but right now I'm gonna hold it back for a bit. Let's build our community a bit more, and once we have that, then it makes sense to have Discord or Slack back in the picture. Right till now we had also have a Facebook community of the Fun Indian Guy. That is also a place you can go and interact with the Fun Indian Guy community. Search for that group and join it. But Discord and Slack channel, will come back to it when it's the right time. Right now it can be a right time, but the activity is a bit low. So we need to build our community a bit more so we can have some sort of amazing discussion and conversation on that particular platform. But I think if we do live more, if at all, we'll have that as well. So thank you guys once again. Means super duper a lot. Thank you for listening. I hope you have a wonderful evening ahead, and I hope to catch you super soon also in the next live with some of the topics. And with that said, once again, take care, stay safe, and let me switch to the main camera. The drawbacks of the first live stream. With that being said, take care, stay safe, and keep building stuff, keep building meaningful things, because they are very, very important. And keep building amazing side projects, because we never know what clicks when and opens what in front of you. And if you like that excitement of this uncertainty which can bring beautiful things in life, build side projects, guys. That's the way. With that said, once again, take care, stay safe, have a wonderful evening. I'll catch you in the next one. Thank you so much once again for joining, and yeah, that's all. Thanks, guys. Thanks, Shubham. Thanks, Vikrant. Thanks, Rohan, for staying till the end. I'll catch you in the next one. With that, let's jump to the ending transition. Bye. Oh, the ending transition didn't work, man. Okay, let's try it one more time. Let's go to ending transition.